is Serena, and I have been training with Adventure Fit for almost 2 years. The first time you asked me my goals, I didn't have an answer for that question. I had to really think about it. But overall, my goals were to gain strength and be fit, more fit than what I'd been in a long time. So those are probably the two biggest goals I had. Like I said, you asked me what my goal was, and nobody had asked me a question like that in I don't know how long, for a long time. And it was, I didn't even know how to answer it because, you know, as a mom you wear a lot of hats, and I had put my me hat way in the back of my life in my closet and everything else. So it really forced me to think about like what I wanted, what I needed, what I wanted to accomplish, and that was hard. So getting there though, it was because of my daughter. I know that she had been had some great training and accomplished a lot of things, marathons, mini marathons, those types of things, and I valued her progress. And as I was thinking about all this and thinking about what I wanted to do now that my youngest has graduated high school, I thought, you know, it's time for me to like focus on my goals and being fit and being stronger and doing those things for myself. So that was my journey, really, is just kind of once those kids were all graduated and done, I was able to really kind of focus on me for a minute and think, now it is me time. The first goal became walking around France. I went on an extended trip. We did tons of walking, usually about 6 to 10 miles a day. So that became my biggest #1 goal, was doing that and not collapsing on the trip or being that traveler who stayed in the hotel room all day because I didn't have energy to go with the group. So that was my first goal. It was awesome through training and focus and commitment to keeping on a schedule, which is really hard for me to do, a training schedule. I was able to meet that goal, and it just gave me a whole lot more motivation to keep going. My biggest hurdle and struggle is staying on a workout schedule. I have called my own shots for so many years on how to handle like raising 9 kids and running a large family in a big home, that, you know, it's always been, how does this work together? And some days you don't even know how that schedule comes about. It just does. But being consistent on a workout schedule is a struggle for me. It's a challenge. So that's been my biggest challenge, is to make it a priority for myself, knowing that all the other things that I'm going to do that day can come later, and to put myself in that position of priority. That's really hard for me. Because if I don't, I know I haven't worked out that day. And it is a mental reminder to me that somebody is interested in my progress besides just myself. So it is kind of like that teammate, something I can be accountable for, and like I said, something to make me accountable, to stay on track, to stay on my schedule, to prioritize my workout so that I can still have all this other time and commitment to others as well. I have 11 grandkids. They're the light of my life. It's so fun to be able to run and play and not be stuck in a chair, watching from the sidelines, being involved in them. But in other words, I want to be involved with them. I want to be that grandma who can, run up and down a hill in a park and play with them. And it was really sweet because I was at the park just recently with one of my daughters. She has two real active little boys and a baby girl. And she said, we had been playing and running through all the leaves and the hills and stuff. And she said, Mom, she said, you have a lot more energy than I remember you having. And it's like, I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but I took it as a good thing. I would recommend, and in fact I have recommended Coach Brown to friends, family members. I find that having somebody plan your schedule, or not your schedule, but plan your workouts for what you need and for what you want to accomplish is invaluable. For me, just to get up and go to a gym and work out, I wouldn't have a plan, I wouldn't know what to do. And that personal one-on-one fitness track that you get from a personal trainer is invaluable. And that's what whenever I recommend Coach Brown, that's what I recommend, is that he works for you and with you in what you want to accomplish. Well, I hate to say that I have another trip goal, but I do. Hoping to travel to Italy next year in May. I hear that there's a lot of steps and walking up and down Italy, where France was a lot of flat ground, but so hopefully I'll be ready to do that as well. Looking forward to it.